You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
We are now joined live in the studio with Tony Cox and, of course, Tony from the Sheppey Darts Classic. You may remember we spoke to him on the lead-up, and, of course, I had a great opportunity to go down and do some of the interviews with the darts players as well during that weekend. And Tony's back now to let us know how things went. So, firstly, Tony, thank you very much for coming up here and letting our listeners know how you got on.
Well, thanks very much, Daniel. It's really nice to come back again anytime.
So how did the weekend go, Tony?
Well, we had a great weekend, but unfortunately the entries were down. So we've got to look at next year to see if the actual competition is still viable.
So did you manage to cover the costs?
No, I finished up about £480 out of pocket. Due to lack of entries, I mean, we were some 132 players down over the weekend, and of course we lost quite a few sponsors because, well, it's a situation how things are now. You can't really blame them. We just appreciate everything they've done in the past and hope perhaps sometime in the future that they can come back to us again.
And Tony, I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about Saturday and what were the results, and did any Sheppey players win?
No, unfortunately, once again, Sheppey were out of the running again. The pairs winners were Lee Mant and Paul Dawkins from Medway, so hopefully they'll be listening tonight. The youth winner was Tommy Wilson. Ladies winner was Sally Rose, who beat Marlin Badger from Sittingbourne in the final, which was a very good game.
So what about the Sunday, and how did that go, Tony?
There were some very good games played. Anything which was good enough to put on television. The final was won by Scott Marsh, with Pip Blackwell getting the runners-up. Now, Scott turned round during one of his games, almost had a 9-dart finish. He just missed on the last dart, which would have been really nice to see. Ricky O'Brien from Sheppey, he was the furthest player from Sheppey, and he lost in the semi-final, but he got £500 for his efforts. Pip got £1,000, and the winner, Scott, got £2,000.
Tony, it would certainly be sad to lose the Sheppey Darts Classic, especially after 11 years. What do you think will happen?
Well, I hope we don't lose it, but the entries and the sponsors especially were well down. I'm not sure yet how they can be replaced. Tommy and Lee Dunn have been great from Merlin's, have been great over the last few years. But, I mean, it's understandable. They can't afford to sponsor the first prize of £2,000, which is what they've all done all the time, if they don't cover it themselves over the weekend.
So what other options do you have, Tony?
Well, we can reduce the prize fund, but that means we might not get so many players. It also means reducing the entry fee, so we won't take so much money that way. You're in a catch-22 situation, really. If you reduce the prize fund, then you're not going to get so many players. You can reduce the entry fee to go in, so you're not taking so much money to go towards the prize fund. What we really need are more sponsors, and if anybody would like to come aboard and help us to save it, they can reach me on 01795 875263 or 077 476 76676. Of course, you can always email me at atcox@aol.com.
Tony, as always, it's great to have you along with us, and thank you very much for letting us know how the weekend went.
Thank you very much for letting me come along again, Daniel, and I will keep you informed and let you know how things are going, and hopefully someone will listen tonight that might be able to help us out a little.
Well, certainly so. As I say, I always enjoy coming down because it's a great atmosphere, so I certainly look forward to hopefully speaking to you about next year.
Oh, well, we hope so. Thank you, Daniel.